Hi, welcome to Instisoft. Uh, this is a video which gives you a brief walkthrough about the complete version 1.0 of Instisoft, which is a complete ERP suite for a training company. So I'm Praveen. I will be running you through the functionalities, what has been developed in version 1.0, and I will also give a brief insight of what we are anticipating to be developed in version 1.1. So moving ahead, I'm logging in. So this is version 1.0. I am logging in as an admin. Here we go. So here we are inside. So I have logged in as the admin of a training company. So the settings, what we are getting to see over here, that is the admin settings, is available only for admin, and this will be completely removed when anyone else in the company is logging in. So as you are aware that version 1.0 itself, in version 1.0 itself, we are supporting multiple branches. For example, our application is being bought by a company, a training company, which has around 50 to 60 branches throughout a country. So he always has, for example, the admin will always like to see the progress or like to manage all his branches in one place. He doesn't needs to log out and log in to a different branch. So here we go. Here is the option. This green icon what we have given is it quickly allows the user to move between any branch, so the user can move to any branch without for example, he can move to a different branch entirely and he can come back to the branch where he started. So here we go. Yeah, the moment he switches between the branches, the software is entirely for that branch. That is one beautiful feature. So let me run you through the sections one by one. What are all the modules that we are offering in version 1.0? Coming to the settings, I'm quickly going to start with the course setting. So coming to any business, they will have a menu of what is being offered to their clients. So in the same way, uh, a training company, the main thing what will be offered to the students or the professionals who come to learn would be the courses. So the problem is the content what is offered is not gonna be the same each and every time. It may differ, or it may differ based on the person who is going to take up the course. He may be interested to learn only a part of the course or what he wants to master in. So this part allows you to do that in a very dynamic way. So coming to the course setting, you're able to see the different courses over here with a slide description and what are all the information we feel is very important for for to be shown at the first shot. So whenever someone comes to know about, for example, the course by name Java, we have menu item number 2, that is Java over here. Yeah, we are putting all the important informations like what is the duration, what it is what is the status of the course. Maybe I have a course in my training company, but currently I'm not offering it. Maybe I'll be offering it here, and I'll be offering it in the near future. I would there's no point in deleting it. We have given you an on and off option in which you can just switch off the course which you are not offering. So next would be the discount. If you're giving any discount on the course, it is something which needs to be conveyed to the customer when you are negotiating the deal. So coming ahead with the cost, which is important, and it is we have given a bigger font for that. So this much information is enough to tell what is the course which is being offered. But definitely the person who has come to know about the course would obviously like to know what is offered inside the course. I mean the actual course content, which is currently in papers in most of the institutes. Maybe a fancy kind of pamphlet or something like that, which will be handed over to the student, and the student goes through what is being offered. So what is the pain if you have already printed a course content, color printed it, binded it, etc., etc., to give a better presentation to your the customer or the students who come to know about the course? What is the pain if it changes again? All your efforts, what you have put in developing it, is completely gone. So here, coming here to Java, I am gonna expand that, and I'll be able to see what is being offered. Here we have introduction, we have language fundamentals, we have object oriented programming, and etc., 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 it goes on. So this is what is offered in Java. So anyone can do it. For example, I am an admin. I just get in, I see this is offered. I feel something else also needs to be offered. So this section, the course setting, we have worked a lot on this section because it is very important. So here you always have an option to add a new one. For example, you want to add a new content, Java introduction, you would like to add a new content. So here we go, we allow you to add the course content dynamically. I would like to add something. For example, I say new content. So that gets added to our course. Yeah, so let's scroll and see our new content at the bottom. Here we go. So this is how it's that easy for you to create a course content, which is fantastic. For example, now creating a content is fine, but making it more and more clear about what the student is going to get is more important. So you'll be adding the sub content. So how are you going to do that? Even that is dynamic. You need not do, I mean, it's that easy. For example, this is the content which I've added just now. I would like to add a new content, new sub content. In the new content, I would like to add a sub content. So it's just over here, this icon. Just click on that. It gives you a pop-up about what is the sub content you want to add. For example, sub content 1. So boom, there is my sub content at the back. So we need not close this because you might not add one sub content, it might be multiple sub contents. So the moment you close this, you find your sub content over here. So it's that easy to add, it's that easy to remove as well. This I don't want to offer this anymore because it's not that very important. I would like to design a crash course. I would like to remove few things which I feel needs to be removed, and here we go. The moment you click that, boom, it's gonna be removed from your course content, gone. So this is course content which is fully dynamic. You can always edit a sub content, you can always delete a sub content, delete a content, and delete the course as well. So here we go, I update my sub content. You can update it to anything which is more relevant. I have just added one which I feel it's just to demonstrate to you guys. So let me edit that back. So here we go. So that's how the course settings is designed. And you may ask me one question. You are giving us all the options to dynamically create a course, dynamically create the course contents, etc., etc. Yeah, it is pretty much flexible that we're gonna create a course on fly. You can I showed you how to create a content, I showed you how to create a sub content. So how do I create a course? So it's right over here. You'll get a pop-up. I am going to add a new course that is, for example, it's going to be blah blah blah. It's going to be HRD. I'm going to enter a description. I'm going to say it's 30 hours. Status is active by default. So I will enter the fee amount, and then I say I'm not gonna give any discount, maybe in future but not now. So I add the course. So there we go. Boom, HDR course is added to my content, I mean to my course menu. Currently there are no sub contents, so you can quickly go ahead and add contents to it. For example, the way I am gonna do now, I am gonna create, just now I created HDR, so I'm quickly gonna add content to it, so that just wanted to show you how easy is it for you to quickly create a course and its complete content set. So here we go, we add another content, and there we go, we have created a course, we have two contents out of it. I want to add another sub content, so I'm going ahead with it. I'm adding sub contents. Sub contents adding is, you can do it back to back, not a big deal. So you can see that I'm just entering some dummy data. Yeah, I understand that their data doesn't make sense, but it's just to demonstrate. So that's how we add contents and sub contents. So I'm gonna close this. So here we go, here's our course. So yeah, the question what I was talking about is, you have created a course on fly, you have created content and sub contents on fly, and you have dynamic data over here. What if the student wants to have it as a hard copy? How am I gonna get this, what I have created, as a hard copy? Am I gonna take a screenshot? No, no. That's I mean, that's not a professional approach from Instisoft. We don't do that. So here is where we have given you an option to export it as a report. Let me quickly export this as a report to you guys. Meanwhile, the report is being prepared. So give me a minute. We have a huge content in .NET. .NET report is currently being prepared, which I'll be downloading it now. We also have worked on good notifying stuff, which you'll be notified always what is going on in the software, what was your previous step. You'll be always able to see that. So here our course content is ready for us. This is what will be printed and given to the student. You can the content can undergo changes anytime. You can print it when there is a need. Let us save some papers. Yeah, that's good, isn't it? So there we go, here is our course content report, which is being printed by our software. So here we go, you'll be getting your logo as it's a PNG image. We can depends on the image quality. So it also we have a lot of reports which will allow you to put data in place and show it in a more efficient way. You have given 15% discount. It is always good to show how much the money the user, the customer is going to save. So there we go, here's our content, and this can be printed and given it to the student. So that is as far as the course setting is concerned. Coming ahead with the business resource, whenever there is a business, in course content we have covered almost everything. You can always edit the course details as well. For example, I've created a course, I would like to change its description. I can always go and do that. I can always switch off a course by making it inactive and updating it. So here we go, the moment I update, it becomes inactive, and that making it inactive means this course will not be available for any new admissions. So let me go back and make it active. .NET is my favorite language, framework. So there we go, I'll make it active and we'll update it. So there we go. So we are going to move ahead with the next item in our admin settings, that is business resource. Pretty much self-explanatory. when it comes to any business, definitely we'll be having some ways of getting the business, don't we? So we have you know marketing resources which we will be using to advertise your business. So it is always good to know, where did I get my business from? Did I get it from the online marketing what I'm doing? Did I get it from a direct walk-in? Did I get it from any website where I have I've paid for an ad and the ad is live? So it is always good to know from where you're getting the business. So this is gonna be whenever you're taking in an inquiry or whenever you're taking in an admission, it's going to be a drop down. So it's better we list it in the settings. If there is, for example, I have a business in which I am registered with some website. For example, I say resource name is going to be some so for example, some aaa.com is what is advertising my business. I say blah 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 about the the business, the marketing guy who is the online marketing company, and I put their contact number. So there we go, I add this and that gets added. So this will be available for me to select when I am taking in a new business. Yeah, it is. That's what I said. It's self-explanatory. You can always go ahead and edit their details to have it in your database. Moving ahead with the next item in our settings, that is going to be employees. Being the admin, let me remind you, I have logged in as administrator. So most of the times I may not be the person who will be handling the software. It will be my receptionist, or it will be my center head. Most of the time it will be my trainer. It may be whoever represents my organization as my employee. They will be handling the software. So here is where you will be adding your employees. We have a pop-up in which you will be entering the details and you'll be saving your employees in, and here is where are your employees. This we have put in whatever the details you'll be entering will be seen over here, so that you can quickly get in touch with them. You all their information is at your fingertips. And I said you that this software will be used by your employees as well. So obviously they need a username and password. So here we go. He says the username and password of this person, and Kiran at the rate 1231 is the username and password of this employee. We are displaying the username and password to the administrator, believing the administrator should have the complete access. For example, an employee moves out, we could have hidden this password, but we don't prefer to do that. If there is any customer who would like to hide it, we don't have any problem in hiding it. So yeah, so this is whatever the valuable information needs to be put up at the first place. We are showing all the informations over here. So we have a pic in which you can clearly know who is the employee you're working on. Though you know the name, you may have multiple employees with the same name, we know that. So there it is. So we have given you this on and off option. You can ask me why. I may have employees in my organization whom I would like to switch it off. Switch it off? What do you mean by switch it off? Switch it off means they do have access to the software. By switching them off, that means you have denied the employee from accessing the software. It's that easy to switch off someone, switch on and switch off someone from using your software. If this employee tries to log in, for example, I'll switch off Mr. Kiran, rather it's a girl's pic, I'm sorry for that. So let's switch off Kiran, and quickly let's go out and come in as Kiran at the rate 1231 is the credentials. So let's log out. I will be getting in as Kiran now. So this will give a humble information to the receptionist that application access is disabled for this account by administrator. Please contact admin for further assistance. So that is how you switch off someone, and let me log back as the admin. I'll get to my employees and I'm gonna switch on this guy back. Let me log out and come in as Kiran. Here we go. He is able to log in. This information what you're seeing is the person who has bought the software from us. That means the customer information, and it ultimately means the boss of the institute. So I'm going to log off and log in because this video is meant to explain you the admin settings part. I will be making more and more videos to explain you other modules like inquiry management, admission management, fee management, etc, etc. So let's move into the employees back. So that's how you can switch on and off your employees. Coming back to the edit option, you can always go in and edit information about, these informations are vulnerable to be changed anytime. So we know that we have given you an option to do that. You can always change the password of any of your employee, because we have given full access to admin. It's a software which is meant for the complete company, wherein we feel admin should have the supreme rights to do anything and everything. So here we go. That's how you will be editing the details of an employee. So this is all about your employees. Moving ahead with cities and localities, it's self-explanatory. Whenever you're adding a student or whenever you're adding a trainer to your database, you would like to select from where they are. So even to select that, we could have pulled in all the cities, because this software is also used by other countries. We would prefer the admin to add the information whichever the cities you're operating in. I'm sure most of you guys will be operating in 2 or 3 cities, so you can always come here. This is the settings part where you can add the city where you're operating from. So that doesn't make sense if you have a city where you're not operating from. So then similar is the locality. Whatever the cities you have added there will be listed over here, and you'll be selecting the locality and pushing that inside. The next setting what we have is the service tax, which is almost gonna remain static. If there is any slight changes, you can always go and update that, and that gets updated. So next time when you visit back, it will be that value which you have changed it to, and the same value will be used when you do any billing to your customer. You're taking the course fee from one of your student. The service tax which will be applied will be 12.36 or 12.38. What is there in your settings? Thank you very much for watching the settings